technology. On all these runners' shoes, they have what's called a chip, a champion chip. And that allows them, even though they started behind the start line, their time will only start once they cross that start line because of that technology.
The defending champion, Darrell Sutherland, you just saw him setting the pace. Those in pursuit now as they make their way down Burnhamthorpe Road. Great energy alongside, supporting the runners. And also setting the pace in the women's race. Jutta Merelainen led wire to wire except for the last couple kilometers a year ago when she was passed unexpectedly by that woman, the defending champion, Nathalie Goyer.
With 1 kilometer to go, I passed a girl and I didn't know she was the leader in the female. She asked me if I was in the full marathon or if I was a relay, and I said I was in the full marathon. So she tried to increase her speed, but I just kept my rhythm and I passed her. So some people, like the people say on the TV, it was a Cinderella story for me because it was a PB and it was, I was surprised to see the ribbon in front of me at the end.
Rod, great drama last year. I do not think Nathalie will be surprising anybody this year.
No, they'll be watching for Nathalie Goyer. Look out as well for Charlene Cobain from Toronto. She currently is running in 3rd place. And just like last year, leading the women's race is Jutta Merelainen. She's running with some of the half marathoners. You see them there wearing the black bibs, the marathoners wearing the red bibs. So Jutta in 1st place again. Well back, some of the runners again competing for personal bests or their first marathon. It took them 10 minutes to clear the start line today. So many runners on this gorgeous day. There are some of the men contenders, including Terry Gell, a runner-up last year to the eventual champion, Darrell Sutherland, who could not be caught. In fact, the only problem Darrell had a year ago was the finish line as he stumbled home with his first marathon win.
I'm pumped. I'm really excited. This is a great race, and I love the city. Last year I had about 7 weeks of marathon training, which is a bit suicidal, but it seemed to have worked that day. This year I've been able to keep on track without many serious injuries, and been able to train since last year in Mississauga. Everybody back home that from Peterborough has been really supportive, so I'm really hoping to kind of pull out another big one for them.
Wouldn't that be something? 2 years in a row. Looking to make Peterborough proud, Darrell Sutherland.
And here's the chase pack that's after Darrell. And leading that chase pack is Predrag Maldanovic.
And leading the women's race. A year ago at the same time, Jutta Merelainen. You can bet that she'll be looking over her shoulder. And Darrell Sutherland, just like last year, also leading the men's race at the 4th Mississauga Marathon presented by Canon.
Introducing the rebirth of cool. Gatorade Rain. Start crisp, finish clean. Stay cool in the heat. Gatorade Rain.
I want to go to the moon or Mars.
I really like it there. It's only a half-hour drive.
Actually, it's 229 million.
5,200
40 million light years away.
That's as far as I'd go on the first date. Unless I had
Great boobs.
big ones, you know, with the shells on them. Really? Herregud.
You said it, sister.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
talking about practice?
Man, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, what happened?
I got some.
It's a long way from Trail BC to the majors. Little League World Series, US College Ball, Rookie of the Year, and an All-Star game. I traveled at 1 inning at a time. Hockey's in my blood, but baseball is in my heart. Out here, I'm an all-around player. I can beat you with my bat, my legs, my glove, or my arm. Each time I step up to the plate or make a throw, I aim for one place. This is my home. This is my sports center.
Welcome back to the Mississauga Marathon presented by Canon on TSN. Many of the runners now making their way over the Credit River Bridge on this absolutely perfect day. Darrell Sutherland still leading the way. A year ago, coming off ankle surgery because of a dog bite of all things. And of course, last year he was the top dog on the streets of Mississauga.
Well, here on the course, Rod, they just came out of the university. They're on the Mississauga Road. This is the steepest downhill section of this race. And Darrell is leading the pack, but that pack is really close.
A lot closer than last year. That dot represents where Darrell and that lead pack is right now. Just outside of the University of Toronto, you see that the half marathoners will soon make their way to the lakeshore and the finish line. Jutta Meriläinen looking strong again.
She's looking really smooth.
And behind her, Natalie Goyer, 30 seconds back. And way back, many of the 10,000 runners, all part of what has become a must-see, must-participate event.
We've been fortunate enough to experience a significant amount of growth in the last 4 years, and that's only a short amount of time. And obviously, a good chunk of that credit goes to the runners who continue to support our event and continue to spread the word about our event, but also our corporate sponsors. We've got a long list of sponsors, and obviously, to put an event on of this magnitude, it requires a significant amount of corporate sponsorship and commitment. It goes to show you that if you put on an event that's of significant value, Corporate Canada will see that value and will continue to support you and come to the table.
We've always prided ourselves in Mississauga. This is a run for everyone. We still want to, and we do try, and this year we're going to have a few excellent runners at the race. But our biggest hope is that we attract the huge body of runners that are there, and that we also have a very competitive course.
Traditionally, Canon Canada, as one of the most valuable brands in the world, we want to partner with like organizations. The Mississauga Marathon is certainly one of those best of category events that we want to be a part of. We knew it was going to be an excellent event run by an excellent organization and in an excellent location, one of the largest cities in Canada. So we were all for it.
Jutta Meriläinen continuing to lead the women's race. Beside her, one of the half marathoners in the black race bib. And behind Jutta, Peter, once again, Natalie Goyer, the hunter.
Yeah, we've got great drama once again in the women's race this year. And like I've always said, it's better to be in the hunter position than in the hunted. Here we have Charlene Cobain, who is running third right now in the women's race, and she is also hunting down Jutta.
Joanne Bink in black from Waterloo, hoping to finish under 3:03. Darrell Sutherland makes his way uphill just past the 10K point.
And we could see it's uphill because he's really pumping those arms, and you have to use your upper body to get up the hill the best you can.
Predrag Maldanovic, second place right now. Terry Gell over his shoulder. Pierre-Luc Goulet of Quebec takes some water. He's in fourth. And in fifth right now, Anthony Mongi. Before this race, he phoned Joe Hewitt, the race director, offered to run as a pacer. He told Joe he could run it in 2:30, and Joe said, forget setting the pace, you could win this thing. This race marks a new beginning for Anthony.
Well, I grew up in Nairobi. I was born in Nairobi 36 odd years ago, and we are 6 children. I came in at the end of September of 2004, and I stayed on from then. Canada has been good to me, and that's actually why I felt like, you know, if I could give something back, and the skills that I have right now is running. So that's why I kind of volunteered to set the pace in the Mississauga Marathon, so that I could give something back. this early this week when I got the new job. It's a 12-hour shift. It's 8 to 8 p.m. So actually, I haven't trained like from a couple of days of the whole week. But normally when I've been working an 8-hour shift, it's get to work like by 7, leave at 4, and then come home, rest for like an hour, and then hit the track or go to the treadmill at the Y. But I mean, I've gotten used to it, so it's kind of hard. But you know, the body is amazing. You know, it conditions itself to stuff like that. So for myself, I realized I can only train once a day, and so with that once a day training, that's why I feel like, you know, 230 would be something reasonable for me, because I've run for so long that, and I'm fit, and so I know that like 230 would be something that I'll not kill myself. And after all, I wouldn't even want to push myself so hard, because Monday morning there's a 12-hour shift waiting for me. So, you know, 230 for my first marathon in Canada, hey, I'll be a winner.
Already a winner, Anthony Mongi at the Mississauga Marathon.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell, has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, office, or do-it-yourself move. At AMJ Campbell, we treat your possessions like they're our own. AMJ Campbell is the only moving company that you can pay on your Sears card to earn Sears Club points. Thinking of moving? Call AMJ Campbell.
You may not realize it, but there's a source of renewable energy right in your neighborhood, and you're helping to power it. Today, Waste Management is using the resources at our disposal to create energy from waste. Enough green energy to power over 1 million homes. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green, think Waste Management.
Meet Sam and Larry, two big boys who love their toys. When Sam got an HD TV, Larry followed suit. To the untrained eye, both these men seem to be getting the most of their TV experience. The difference is that Sam bought the TV, got the box, and ordered the service, whereas Larry is still watching his new HD TV in standard def. Thinking of watching SportsCenter in HD? Then don't let anyone call you a Larry. TSN HD, making your highlight of the night. Full coverage of the CFL begins Thursday night when Kilroy Simon and the BC Lions take on Byron Parker and the Toronto Argos.
Showtime, baby.
Followed by Milt Stegall and the Bombers versus Ricky Ray and the Eskimos. Then, Wendy's Friday Night Football kicks off with the Rough Riders and Alouettes battling in the heart of Montreal. Plus, Brian Williams goes one-on-one with new CFL commish Mark Cohan.
It's the right place for me.
Lions Argos, Bombers Eskies, Riders Als. Wendy's CFL on TSN.
Welcome back to the 2007 Mississauga Marathon, brought to you by Canon Canada. The city of Mississauga leading today for tomorrow. RBK, Run Easy, and Grand & Toy, performance-enhancing offices. Again, over the Credit River, many of the runners in one of the fastest-growing marathons in this country. An absolutely exquisite day. And what a race so far. In many ways, also a carbon copy of last year. Darrell Sutherland leading, but Peter, the only difference, last year he was not challenged like this.
No, he knows they're behind, and they're coming on strong. So it's just a matter of time, I think, before this chase pack catches him.
Darrell Sutherland also laboring like he did not do last year. He almost sprinted his way over the 42K.
Yeah, just, you know, at this point in the stage last year, he was so relaxed, so comfortable, running hard, laughing, smiling. Today, we see a lot of strain on his face.
Unlike Jutta Merelainen, the women's leader right now, enjoying a little chat with one of the half marathoners, enjoying the race, and running alongside marathoner Tim Johnson, closing the gap, defending champion Natalie Goyer. One of the big reasons for the popularity of running is that it is user-friendly. All you need is a shirt, shorts, and running shoes. For many, the outerwear is about fashion, but when it comes to shoes, it's serious business.
A lot of running shoes do look the same, but technology just keeps getting better and better. There's a couple things you want to be looking for. Our cushioning technologies